It's time to join the ultimate adventure with D&D and Nerds Candy. When you find Nerds Candy on store shelves right now and purchase them, you will unlock one of 7 adventures. And here's a peek at what's in store for the Purple Wizard. You are part of the School of Evocation at the Prism Academy in this town, and the entire area is being sapped away of all color. It's becoming more and more monochromatic and gray for some reason.
I am sitting in my room and I'm studying, and I'm actually looking to Agma for a little bit of assistance. And he says, an idea has no heft, but it can move mountains. An idea has no authority, but it can dominate people. An idea has no strength, but it can push aside empires. Knowledge is the greatest tool of the mortal mind. Use your mortal mind. How do we fix this?
Just as you do this, a butterfly flies into your window with very sparkly eyes. And it says, I have a quest for you.
Oh, this must be the sign I've prayed for. Where do I find the quest?
Down to the garden, there is a statue, and then you will meet Mr. Honeycutt. And Honeycutt has a quest for you, and you will save the world.
Thank you, Agma. Thank you, Butterfly.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
And he just flutters.
Wait a second.
Wait, what?
Would you like a book to take with you?
I am very tiny. I would like
I have very tiny books.
Okay. What
And
kind
she
of
pulls
books
out
do
a
you
little
have?
flip book.
The butterfly's eyes just get huge and puts their tiny little feet around and starts fluttering and just like,
Okay, bye. Thank you for the book.
get downstairs and you see a very fastidious man with horn-rimmed glasses, wearing a suit, but trying to look nondescript, like trying to kind of like be stealthy, sitting there on a park bench like nothing's going on.
Excuse me.
You see him unravel a scroll and he reads it off, and suddenly all audio around you, the birds, the students running around, all sound completely stops. And then you hear his voice inside of your head. Do forgive the precautions, but there are always ears about. My name is Mr. Honeycutt, and I belong to the Lawkeeper Society. We heard that you are the best in your class.
At one point I was number 3, but I worked really, really hard. And so I think I keep myself at a consistent number 1, but it sometimes gets to be a little bit of trouble. But I feel like if I do this, maybe I can get some extra credit, and then I officially will be the head of my class. And if I do really well on this, maybe you'll ask me to do it again, and then maybe I could become a member of the Lorekeeper Society, maybe?
We would absolutely love it if you joined the Lawkeeper Society, but that depends on we have a situation. I don't know if you've noticed this, but all the color is being drained out of the world, and we would like very much, as part of the Lorekeeper Society, prevent this from happening. We suspect there are gems of ancient power that might actually prevent this from happening. He takes out this kind of polished amber stone. I know that this piece of amber has some kind of secret to be unlocked, and I know that it is tied to the violet gem in some way. However, it is beyond my means to decipher. I think, frankly, a smarter mind might be able to solve this puzzle and maybe discover the location and acquire the gem. And also, there's a little bit of money. There's 25 gold piece reward for saving the world. So there is that as well. Will you save our entire world?
This is my destiny. This is what I was born for. I'll accept.
He hands you the stone, and on the stone are several different runes, and you kind of sense that there's some kind of pattern to this.
Well, let's find out if I know a little bit more and do an Arcana check.
Okay, go ahead.
26.
26 will do it. Wow. Yeah, you know everything. So you do see that a couple of these runes, though they seem like they're a type of information, there's a sequence here. It's 12, 2, 6, 9, 24, and 36. The runes are just kind of scattered about amongst an actual poem. Attuned to the stone to light the way, at Harold's crypt one kneels to pray. Turn my skull, then bow your head, lest you who seek now join the dead. Once in my tomb, my name speak thrice. A gift of sunlight is the price. Interesting enough, you are aware that there is a famous crypt underneath the school. Underneath the Prism Academy, there is the Herald's Crypt, and there's several crypts down there of former professors.
Oh, I can go to the morbid place. And she makes her way down to the tomb.
Students are not allowed, actually most people are not allowed into the tombs at all. Headmaster Gustava is the one who's in charge of whether people go in there or not.
Hi, Headmaster.
Hello? What are you up to?
I've been trying to get some extra credit. As you know, my grades are fantastic. And I wanted to know if it'd be possible for me to do possibly some research in the crypts.
Roll a persuasion check.
It's 22.
22? Your argument has convinced me. You immediately, you open the door and you head down, and there is a solid iron door in front of you. There is an inscription. When you take a closer look, it says, "Dust a hand cannot clean, a button a hand cannot push, a cog a hand cannot freeze." And there's this perfect square of dirt on the door.
I am going to ram it with my shoulder.
You ram the door with your shoulder, and you just feel kind of like your shoulder kind of crunch. But yeah, the iron door does not move.
Oh, for someone so smart, that was really dumb. Oh, I cast prestidigitation.
You cast it, and immediately the dirt around the square disappears, and you see a singular button on the door.
Why didn't I lead with that?
You cast Mage Hand, and you push the button.
Ready!
And the button suddenly pops out and becomes a cog and starts spinning rapidly.
I'm gonna try Ray of Frost.
You cast Ray of Frost, and the cog immediately is frozen, and the door unlocks with a very audible click.
She starts to just investigate and look around.
Okay, you start investigating. You find several different tombs here, and you get to F. Professor Althea's tomb, and it says, "She who hurled the fire." And there's a necklace.
I'm really sorry, but I think I'm supposed to borrow this. Thank you in advance.
And you, with your wizardy knowledge, realize that this is a necklace of fireballs. This is a very powerful magical item. After this, you get to Professor Wiggle Wumpus's tomb, who was a very famous gnome wizard at the school. And on the body, on the corpse, you actually find a little tiny duck that has like a little wind-up section on it.
He really was the most fun professor ever. And she grabs the wind-up duck.
You wind up the wind-up duck, and it just says, "The time is 12:42.
Looks at the duck and goes, "I guess time flies." And she's gonna take that and put it into her satchel.
Go ahead and give me a perception check as you're moving around.
17, 18, 19, 20. Dirty 20.
You immediately can tell that one of these doors is a false, like one of these walls is a false wall.
She's gonna walk over and try to tap, 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 push in.
Yeah, you tap it, and the wall opens up, and you find the tomb of Professor Prism. In the middle of the room, there's like a giant stone sarcophagus. On the lid is a carving of a sleeping wizard. Clasped in the wizard's stone hands is a brilliant, glowing, violet gem.
Professor Prism, Professor Prism, Professor Prism.
Immediately, the stone hands reluctantly open up.
I'm gonna maybe swap it for the amber stone.
Okay, you shove the amber stone in. Immediately,
Yes.
the statue stops to move, grabs the amber stone, and lays back in rest. As you're walking out, the exit seems to be completely missing from you. Like, you know this is where there should be an exit. And there's a new tomb in front of you at this moment. And as you get near it, a glowing skull just comes out of the statue and hovers directly in front of you.
I just was leaving.
The glowing skull starts glowing with intensity and starts to charge up. All right. You turn
Sorry.
its skull.
Yes.
Right as you're doing it, a lightning bolt explodes into the wall.
That was almost my head. Ugh.
And the door opens up, and you can see the stairway. You run back. Oh, hello! back so soon. That's impressive. Did you find it? Did you find the violet gem?
I did.
Oh, thank you so
sorry.
much.
Sorry. It's going to be 25 gold pieces.
Yes, of course. Here's your 25 gold pieces. And
Thank you.
I would humbly like to ask you to join the Lore Keeper Society, as you are clearly a very adept adventurer.
I would love to. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be a student in the Lore Keeper Society. That's so amazing. I'm so excited. Thank you.
And also, we have a gift for you. It is a rust bag of tricks. It is a wondrous item. You can grab things out of it and throw animals, and they'll do mostly what you say.
I like that. I do like animals. It'd be really nice.
I will quite possibly be needing your help with another matter, but that's another discussion for later.